Originally, it looked like the main opponent Trump would face for the nomination was the embittered former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie. Christie could have been a strong opponent, but his bitterness over not getting the vice presidency or big cabinet job from Trump overcame him and led him to dissolve into a derisive rant whenever Trump's name came up. Likely, Christie knew full well that he was going too far and that Republican primary voters were not prepared to tolerate it. But Christie's anger controlled him, not the other way around. This lunch alert is sponsored by the Patriot Gold Group. Veteran investor Frank Holmes forecasts $7,000 per ounce gold by the end of Trump's term. He's the one that predicted gold would hit $4,000 an ounce, and we're just about there. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis soon emerged as our main opponent. DeSantis has built up a Trump-like record during the pandemic, opposing mandatory vaccinations, insisting on keeping Florida's businesses and beaches open while the rest of America shut down. When the final statistics emerged, it was apparent that Florida paid a heavy price for its policies, suffering with the 12th highest COVID death rate in the nation. At 34.4, Florida, which remained largely open, had a higher death rate than New York, 41.4, and New Jersey, 40.6, that shut down tight. But DeSantis was riding high for his defiance and the presidential candidacy seemed to be in the offing. The prospect of a DeSantis candidacy seemed likely to attract voters who appreciated Trump's positions and achievements, but were turned off by his personality and temperament. He was kind of a Trump light. But DeSantis' campaign may go down in history of one of the worst we've ever had. Amassing a record as governor that made him very attractive to Trumpers, he couldn't find a reason to oppose the president. His whole campaign was devoted to solving the single question of why he was running. Whenever he attacked Trump, he alienated his base. And if he praised Trump, the question of why he was running just loomed largest. The first thing a candidate and his advisors need to decide is why he's running. Of course, the answer is often insatiable ambition, but they still must explain their candidacy to the media and the voters. Here was an example of a candidate destroyed by his own consultants. He could have waited and walked to the Republican nomination in 2028, since Trump was constitutionally prohibited from seeking a third term, but instead opted to run earlier in 2024. By taking on Donald Trump, DeSantis destroyed a very promising political career, his own. He was like a young boxer coming up in the rankings whose manager booked him into a match with a champ before he was ready. The predictable knockout removed him as a contender. This lunch alert is sponsored by the Patriot Gold Group. Veteran investor Frank Holmes forecasts $7,000 per ounce gold by the end of Trump's term. He's the one that predicted gold would hit $4,000 an ounce, and we're just about there. Both Jeffrey Gundlach and Ray Diallo said run to gold and silver, literally run. Remember, silver's inflation-adjusted all-time high is $209 an ounce. The Fed has just started cutting rates, so we're just getting started here at Patriot Gold. So run to invest. Thank you. Patriot Gold Group offers no fee for life IRAs to viewers of these videos. The IRA minimums are $25,000 and $100,000 for the no fee for life IRA. So call the Patriot Gold Group and ask for the no fee for life IRA.